You are listening to 99.9 The Fan, The Drive with Tim Donnelly. Joining us now right here in Charlotte for ACC kickoff is Eddie Royal, ACC football legend, ACC Network analyst. You know him from his time at Virginia Tech, from his playing days, and in the NFL. Eddie, appreciate you for taking the time. I want to start with coaching, right? Coaches run around here, but I also know, and you know where I'm going with this.
Where are we going? Oh, God.
There's a certain, your son's on a little 6-year-old basketball team.
Yep.
Head coach had to be out of town for the championship game. You came in, got the win as the interim coach? Do we call it
We
interim?
split the job. It's kind of 50-50. I think on the sheet, actually, my name is the
Oh.
head coach. I didn't sign up. Sean did all the work. I was just an innocent bystander, but some way I was the head coach.
What was the key coaching move? You won the championship by 2. So what was the key move?
You know what? Playing your best players. Look, no, seriously, because at that age, you're supposed to rotate everybody.
Okay.
In,
Yeah.
It's equal playing time. But I looked on the other side, and they weren't doing that.
There you go.
So I made an adjustment, in-game adjustment, kept my best players in there, and we won.
And there's some coaches here that can learn from that, right?
Exactly. In-game adjustments is the key.
In-game adjustments are key. Eddie Royal, ACC Network analyst, former Virginia Tech NFL wide receiver, connected with us here. There's a lot of talk, like you guys are, as a show, are going around the country this year.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about it. But when they made the announcement, there was a joke that you're going to Blacksburg first. And, no, the joke was Eddie's been there a few times, right? The joke is always the bias towards your team. I actually think the bias is usually towards your position, right? Like, you want to see good receiver play above everything.
I agree with that, because if Virginia Tech isn't playing well, what can I say? Like, it's hard to be like, oh, we're going to win 10 games, and I know we're not. Try to be honest, but yeah, as far as receivers, it's a bad throw. I'm going to say it.
Yeah.
You know, if he drops it, I'm going to be like, well, he could have placed it a little better on him. So there's the bias.
So when it comes to the ACC this season, what wide receivers at any school are you eyeing up?
You know, Tez Walker from UNC is going to be a good one. I just saw some more highlights of him in the spring game. And I'm like, I already saw the tape before, but I'm like, this kid with Drake Maye and then Nate McCullum as well. He's going to take that Josh Downs role. He's going to get a lot of catches, especially on third downs. Ryan O'Keefe is a guy that I heard a lot about. We got BC here. They're talking highly about him. And the other one, Jamari Thrash from Louisville.
Okay.
All right. Somebody told me he might lead the ACC in yards, receiving yards this
Really?
year. So I know they're going to throw it a ton. So we'll see if they can back that up.
Now, you brought up Drake Maye. He's here today, and when he walks in the room, you kind of sense everybody go like, oh, he's here. If we accept him as kind of the number one quarterback, there's a lot of other guys vying for that number 2. Who do you like?
In the draft or in the conference?
In the conference. We'll talk college football player, not necessarily the guys with all the pro attributes.
That is crazy. Throw out everybody's name so I cannot miss
There's
anybody.
Riley Leonard.
Yep, I love him.
There's Brennan Armstrong. There's
Yep.
Van Dyke. There's Jordan Travis at Florida State. Jerkovich.
You got to respect Travis and what he's done, right? And what he did last year with that team. They got a ton of playmakers coming back, and I love how smart he is with the ball. He doesn't make a lot of turnovers, and that defense, they're going to win a lot of games. And so his stats don't have to be crazy, but he's going to take care of the ball and make the right decision.
A lot of talk this week, and we're talking with Eddie Royal, ACC Network. A lot of talk this week about name, image, and likeness and transfer portal and all that. Are there any obvious tweaks you think that would be, if we made Eddie Royal the ACC czar, what would you do first when it comes to that sort of thing?
You know what, that's tough, because I'm happy to see the kids get their money. But you got to figure something out, because it seems like the Wild Wild West, and there's no real rules. I don't know what I would do, but I wouldn't limit how much those kids can make.
Thank you.
And we're profiting a ton. I'm not, a little bit, but certain people.
I see what you're wearing. You're doing all right. You're doing just fine for yourself. There you go.
But yeah, I mean, you can't limit how much they make. And, you got to find some type of structure for it. I don't know the answer. Otherwise, I'd be making a lot more money. making those decisions.
You'd actually be the commissioner.
Yeah.
ACC Network sending you, your show, the network, on the road every week this year. Is there a place you're excited to? I know you played in just about all of them. Or is there a place you're excited to go back to?
Actually, Clemson. I've never really spent much time there. I played there, but I hadn't walked around campus. I couldn't tell you what the campus looks like. I hear it's beautiful. The facilities are amazing. I've seen it on video, so seeing that and taking that in person is going to be great.
And last one before we let you go, and Eddie Royal, ACC Network, joining us here. Our booth is kind of right near your little setup. You have the other setup. We're seeing all the players cycle through. Who impressed you the most, just as like as a dude, right? When a player sits down next to you and you get a vibe for him, did anybody stand out as someone you'd like to have in your locker room?
Love Jared Verse. Love his energy.
We had him on the show as well. Stands out. I said whenever his career is over, he's going to be in media.
He will. And he's a trash talker. He's got good size on him. Competitive. Like, you want him as a teammate. And Florida State, man, they got some guys. Because Jordan Travis is coming to mind because he reminds me of Russell Wilson. The things that he says, the way he carries himself. He's got more swag, right? Jordan Travis is a cool dude. So,
what are you saying about Russ?
I didn't say anything. I just said Jordan Travis is cool. No, but I like their demeanor. I like Coach Norvell. I like his energy. Like, they got a good team, and it's not everything that I see on the field and film. It's the culture that they're building. You know, they just get it.
Eddie, I know you have a busy schedule. Thank you for taking the time to jump on the show.